So let's start now. I'm joined by Joshua Akamba. He's the national organizer for the NDC. Also here with us is Mr. Samuel Asare-Kwamwa. He's the deputy chairman for the NCCE. We'll also be hearing from the NPP and many others in this conversation. Gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon.
Now, there was a statement by CODEO, and we've heard the EC chair respond to that statement. Let's very quickly remind ourselves. The Coalition of Domestic Election Observers, CODEO, released this report, and they talked about some very worrying findings as their observers monitored events on the ground yesterday. Now, here's what they said in their situational report. I'll read a couple of quotes. This one says, some non-uniformed security operatives displayed lack of understanding of the electoral rules and regulations. At the prison's JHS at Roman Ridge, for instance, security operatives who claimed to be national security operatives positioned themselves next to polling officials. And when a stationed uniformed police officer alerted them to move away from poll officials, a pickup full of many more of the so-called security operatives descended on the police officer and attacked him for doing legitimate work. Now, we've just heard the chair of the EC respond to that, but here's another quote from that report. This is the conclusion. It says, CODEO questions this high-level and what appears to be uncoordinated security arrangement and presence during the elections. Unlike previous arrangements, which seems to have been working well for the country during elections, CODEO is unsure what role, if any at all, of the Election Security Task Force played in this election. Here's another quote. CODEO is unhappy about the intimidating presence of the security personnel, especially masked security persons, at the various polling stations. CODEO further calls on the Ghana Police Service, the National Security Minister, Interior Minister, and the entire security setup of the country to expeditiously conduct investigations into the violence that broke out earlier in the day at Bawaleshie, and to take subsequent appropriate action. It is imperative that all security agencies immediately review the security arrangement put in place for the election in a bid to understand what happened today as far as personnel development is concerned, and to enhance security planning for similar exercises in the future. Finally, CODEO calls on the Electoral Commission and the security agencies to give hearing to the NDC regarding their concerns about the electoral processes which resulted in their boycott of the election, and to investigate any valid concerns they may have. Right, and you can find more details of that statement on myjoyonline.com. But this is the statement that the EC chair responded to in the main body of her statement to the press less than 30 minutes ago. We want to talk a bit about that with our guests. But before that, the police also issued a statement not too long ago, bringing an update of sorts on the situation. Let me read quickly from that statement, which was issued by the Ghana Police Service. It says, update, shooting incident at Yawaso, West Wogon constituency. 1. A team of investigators from CID headquarters visited the Legon and 37 military hospitals yesterday and met a total of 13 persons receiving treatment for various injuries, including gunshot wounds. Police took statements from the injured persons, except one person who is admitted to the 37 military hospital. 2. Investigations are underway to identify the persons who did the shooting, leading to injuries. 3. Anybody with information on the incident should call 0244 623866, 0242 814863, or the police emergency toll-free number